Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Derek and today we're going to be talking about the new Suicide Squad trailer that was just released by Warner Brothers. Okay, so one thing I want to focus on today is a couple of key phrases mentioned by the so-called puppet master of the Suicide Squad, Amanda Waller. So let's go over some of those phrases.
I want to build a team of some bad people who can do some good.
So as she's saying that she wants to put together this team that she thinks can do some good, we show them getting injected with some unknown substance or some sort of technology that more than likely is going to be keeping track of the Suicide Squad and basically keeps them in check if they fall out of line. In the comics, it was like some sort of necklace that would blow up. In this case, evidently, it looks like it's going to be something that gets injected into the neck area. Now, in this dialogue with Amanda Waller, Rick Flag asks her, "What are you really up to?" which tells us that, at least initially, he doesn't really trust her. He doesn't know what she's really up to, and he suspects that she has some sort of ulterior agenda.
What are you really up to?
Flag, it's a need to know. And all you need to know is you work for me.
So here we have Amanda Waller basically imposing her authority on Rick Flag, telling him, "Hey buddy, look, doesn't matter what you want to know. You know what I tell you and you work for me." Okay, so after she says this, we learn a couple of really key things. It says it right up there on the freaking screen. We learn that her age and birthplace are classified. I don't follow this particular story in the comics, so I don't know if that was the case in the comics, but at least now we know in the movies that her age and birthplace are classified. It says that she's a cutthroat government agent, and she's the squad's puppet master. Now, what the hell does that mean? Okay, well, that means that she really is like running the show. I mean, initially we thought she might just be someone that's putting the team together and kind of, you know, tricking them into doing things they don't want to, but she is pulling all of the strings, and that's really key. By the way, one thing I want to mention, because it also shows up at this point in the trailer, the typeface and the colors that they're using in this marketing campaign is so dope, so beautiful. Love the colors, they're absolutely gorgeous. Gotta give major props to the marketing team for doing a really good job on that.
You need real soldiers, not these scumbags.
So then Rick Flag says that we need real soldiers, not these scumbags, which means he's not necessarily for the idea of the Suicide Squad at first. As he says this, we get a similar screen that we did to Amanda Waller that tells us a couple of things. We learn that Rick Flag is a natural-born leader, he's a tactical expert, and he bleeds red, white, and blue. So obviously he is going to be the leader of the Suicide Squad. This is nothing new, but it's at least something official, and obviously he's going to be the intermediary between them and Amanda Waller. They're probably not going to be dealing with her directly. And let's see here. Another interesting fact is that this part was originally supposed to be played by Tom Hardy, and he was supposed to be like the starring star of this movie. But when he dropped out, or I think he couldn't make it due to scheduling conflicts, and they brought Will Smith aboard, they had to rewrite the role. The writers had to rewrite the role to make it more juicy and more meaty for Will Smith's character, and less centric around Rick Flag's character. So I mean, obviously that's what you do when Will Smith's the bigger box office draw, right? But anyways, that's just an interesting side note if that's something you didn't know. Okay, so then we have Amanda Waller saying another key phrase.
Everyone has a weakness, and a weakness can be leveraged.
Which tells us everything we need to know about Amanda Waller. She's all about finding those weak points and manipulating them and leveraging them to get her way. Pretty self-explanatory. So then we get a bunch of action sequences to sort of distract us, but then it comes back around to Amanda Waller. When it comes back to Waller, we hear a callback to one of the first phrases we ever heard her say when this franchise first started.
Getting people to act against their own self-interest is what I do for a living.
And then we get this cryptic exchange.
I'll accept the consequences.
I am your consequence.
They warn me about you. I didn't believe the stories.
Nobody does.
So I guess what this tells us is that Amanda Waller is such a badass that even the rumors about her are kind of hard to believe. I don't know. I didn't really understand this exchange at the end. I'm sure it means something. If you think you have an interpretation of it, go ahead and leave it down in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. I'm totally puzzled. And that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you enjoyed today's video, go ahead and show us your support by giving us a big thumbs up. And if you want to keep up with more videos in the future, you could definitely hit that subscribe button. I definitely wouldn't mind it if you did that. And you could always hit me up on Twitter @DChilano or on Instagram @Castillo. And of course, your comments, questions, concerns are always welcome down in the comment section below. Thank you again for watching this video, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Look out for my review of Suicide Squad once it hits theaters on August 5th. I'll be releasing my review that very same day. We'll see you next time. Thanks again. Bye, guys.